Hello, everybody. Mike from Southern California again, and you're on the mic. So it's Tuesday again, folks. That means it's time for the anime convention preview, um, which if you guys are catching the premiere right now, will be premiering at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 Central Time, at 8 Eastern every Tuesday. Hope to see you guys out to catch some convention news in terms of who's going to be where during the conventions. If you guys either are going to the conventions, or this episode is specifically for those who are going to conventions or considering going to conventions to see your favorite voice actors. So let's get started. So the first con I'm going to talk about, of course, is Hawaii Con, which will be happening this weekend. September 26th to the 29th. November 26th to the 29th in Kailua, Kona, Hawaii at the Sheraton Kona Resort and Spa at Keauhou Bay. As everybody knows, Vic is going to be there along with Nick Rekieta from Lost Planning the Interweaves. Everybody knows Vic from his, this is a sci-fi convention, by the way. WiCon is a sci-fi convention, so with fantasy programming. So we're gonna have some Star Trek exposure there, where, as everybody remembers, Vic was the producer, director, and lead character of Captain Kirk in the YouTube fan series. Star Trek Continues. Let's see. Along with Vic, Garrett Wang will be there from Star Trek Voyager, who he played Lieutenant Harry or Ensign Harry Kim, and then Lieutenant Junior grade. On a sad note, Aaron Eisenberg was originally scheduled to be there. For those of you who don't know who Aaron Eisenberg was, Aaron Eisenberg played Nog in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Basically the first Ferengi to enter into Starfleet Academy and enter Starfleet. He passed away this past Saturday of kidney failure. He was 50 years old. I want to give a moment of silence for his passing. Okay, with that being done, so Vic is going to be there with Garrett Wang. So for those of you in Hawaii, for those of you in the Kailua, Kona, Hawaii area, if you're planning on going to Hawaii Con, you can go say hi to Vic and Garrett and some of the other people that are going to be there. Anyways, moving on. Moving on. Okay, so let me see. Okay. Okay, for those of you in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, from Friday, September 27th to Sunday, September 29th, head over to the Sioux Falls Convention Center, and you'll have SuperCon, the Wrath of Khan, going on there. And of course, one of the guests of honor will be Wally Wingert, who of course plays Renji Abarai in Bleach and Alba Yamashiro in Naruto. He's an LA-based voice actor. Been in a number of, but probably two most well-known roles are Renji Abarai in Bleach and Alba Yamashiro in Naruto. So if you guys want to go and say hi to him, for those of you in the Sioux Falls area, in the Black Hills area of South Dakota, head over to the Sioux Falls Convention Center this weekend for SuperCon, spelled SIOUXPERCON, as opposed to the normal way, or the way most people know it. SuperCon, the Wrath of Khan. Wally Wingert, the voice of Renji Abarai in Bleach and Alba Yamashiro in Naruto series. Let's go on a bit here. Let's see. And guys, as always, if you're watching this, if you have any follow-up questions that you want to ask, go ahead and ask them. I'll be happy to answer any questions if I can, or at least get the information to you. As I said, big part of the reason I do these episodes is to just give you guys a heads up on where cons are going on, to where some of your favorite voice actors, and maybe even introduce you to some voice actors and actresses that you may not know a whole lot about, that you may want to check out their work and get them invited to cons. Let's see. Okay. So, for those of you in Darwin City, Northern Territory, Australia, if you head over to the Darwin Convention Center on Saturday the 28th, G-Con 2019 will be happening. It's said to be a fan-run, family-friendly, alcohol-free event organized by Desert Monkey Incorporated. So for those of you in Darwin City, Australia, head over to the Darwin, and who you will get to meet, of course, are LA-based voice actors Quinton Flynn and Derek Stephen Prince. Quinton Flynn, of course, is the voice of Iruka Sensei throughout Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, as well as Dr. Riddles and Zatch Bell. Derek Stephen Prince will also be there. He's, of course, Shino Abarame in Naruto, in the Naruto series, as well as Uryu Ishida in Bleach. So, for those of you in Darwin City, go say hi to Quinton and Derek. Sure, they'd appreciate it. Same, like here. Let's see. and no. Okay. So, anyways, as I continue on here, let's see. Nobody there, so as we move on to the cons that are just over the weekend for Saturday and Sunday, 28th and the 29th. For those of you in North Tonawanda, New York, if you head over to for those of you who are gamers, if you head over to Lilcon or head over to the American Legion Stephen Sikora post in North Tonawanda, New York, Lilcon will be happening on the 28th and the 29th. And for those of you, and Tiffany Grant will be there for those of you who are a fan of hers. Tiffany Grant was the voice of Asuka Langley Soryu in the ADV dub of Neon Genesis Evangelion. She was also Satella Harvenhest in Chrono Crusade. A pretty well-known Houston voice actress. Might want to go say hi to her. For those of you in North Tonawanda, New York, those of you in the New York area, you want to head over to North Tonawanda to the American Legion Stephen Sikora post for the 20th and 29th. Tiffany Grant will be there. She was the voice of Asuka Langley Soryu in the ADV dub of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Opposite, of course, of Amanda Winley, Spike Spencer, and Allison Keith. So, anyways, so moving on. Let's see. Okay. Okay, for those of you in Glasgow, United Kingdom, Glasgow, Scotland, United Kingdom. If you head for the weekend of the 20th and 29th, head over to the Scottish Exhibition and Conference Centre in Glasgow. MCM Comic Con Scotland will be happening there. And among the guests who will be in attendance include Troy Baker, who was the first voice of Yamato in the Naruto Shippuden series up to 222, as well as Ian Sinclair, who currently is voicing Whis from Dragon Ball Super, as well as Magna from Black Clover. So you guys might want to go check them out and say hi to them. Yeah, so moving on then. We move on further. Okay, let me see. As I continue to look down the list here to see who's where. I can go through this list a little faster because I went through it last night to see who's going to be where. Just sometimes, trying to absorb so much information, sometimes, you may not remember everything, but you remember as much as possible. Okay, for those of you in Sydney, Australia, and for those of you in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, head over to the International Convention Centre, Sydney. Oz Comic Con Sydney will be going on there. And among the guests who will be there include Aaron Dismuke and Caitlin Glass. Aaron Dismuke, as everybody knows, was the voice of Alphonse in the first Fullmetal Alchemist series, as well as Hibiki in Fairy Tail right now. And Caitlin Glass, of course, reads a Hawkeye in Fullmetal Alchemist, as well as Haruhi Fujioka in Ouran High School Host Club. So you guys might want to go over and say hi to them if you're over in Sydney. For those of you in Sydney, if you might want to head over to the the International Convention Center for Oz Comic Con Sydney. We move forward. Let's see. Yeah, and just, as I said, I'm just checking this stuff. Okay, okay, so I guess. Okay, so if you're in Anchorage, Alaska, if you head over to the Hilton Anchorage, SentryCon will be going on the 28th and the 29th. LA-based voice actresses and actors Natalie Hoover, Erica Lindbeck, and Xander Mobius will be there. Natalie Hoover, probably her first well-known role was as Yoko in Sword Art Online. Erica Lindbeck right now is voicing, of course, Sumiri in Boruto, Naruto Next Generation, and Xander Mobius is known more for his video game works, but he also is, he was Shizuma Hoshigaki in Boruto, Naruto Next Generation, Jinzo Shima in Blue Exorcist Kyoto Saga. He also lent his voice to One Punch Man and a few others. So if you're in Anchorage, Alaska, SenshiCon's going on there at the Hilton Anchorage. Natalie Hoover, Erica Lineback, and Xander Mobius will be there. So you might want to go say hi to them. So I better hurry along, man, here. I know this video is getting a little long here, but anyways. It's tricky, I think. Okay, and I think that's actually it, folks. So hopefully that helps. If you were considering going to some of those cons I talked about, that you know that some of your favorite voice actors will be there. If you're thinking about going to say hi, hope you have a good time. Always remember, if there are guests that you want at conventions, guys, the best thing to do is to contact the conventions directly, through email or have you, and request them. I retweeted this on retweeted something that Kyle A. Bear had posted. Guests have to be requested for them to attend cons. They have to be requested. You have to let them know that you want them there, that you want to see these guests at cons. So what you need to do is you need to contact your local con and say, hey, I want, I like this person, or I want this person to see, I want to see this person at your con, or I want to see that person at your con. That's very important. They need to know that the demand is there. So with that, you can check the links below. Okay, you check the links below. If you want to contact me directly, my Twitter handle will be down there. You can always contact me directly via DM or comment on the video or on commenting on the videos or my tweets. Let's see. I also am promoting a bunch of other dub companies. Remember, guys, Funimation's not the only dog in the fight here. There are other dub companies that you can support. If you don't like what Funimation's doing, I give you a whole list there of others that I'm sure would love your business. So, take advantage of the links there and check out some of the properties that they're doing, and check out some of the works and look into the voice actors that they hire, who I'm sure would be more appreciative of your fanfare than Funimation apparently is. I'm also promoting, of course, the GoFundMe's and that Umbrella Guys Indiegogo. As always, guys, never feel like you have to give. If it's on your heart to do so, and you have the ability and you are able to, please consider donating. And if you've done so before, please consider doing it again. And if you're not able to, at least you can help by sharing the link. Maybe there's somebody in your network who might see the story and might figure, hey, yeah, I want to help this guy too. You never know. All you can do is just pass it along and see what happens. If you cannot donate. But don't feel like you have to donate. Don't bankrupt yourselves, because nobody wants to see that happen either. You shouldn't have to bankrupt yourself. Help Vic. I don't think he'd want that. And also with that, If you like this content, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. You know, I always look forward to the conversation. I hope during the premiere tonight we'll have a good conversation as well. Let's see. As long, of course, it's respectful, you know. And with that, I hope to see you guys tonight at the premiere. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.